Hello, I'm Dave Seaman. Welcome to my record room. I've put up a few posts recently about my vinyl collection and the process I'm currently going through about trying to downsize a bit, half my collection if possible. And every time I post, I always get inundated with comments and questions and just general interest about what I'm doing. So I thought it might be a cool idea to invite you in on the process. So welcome to my big vinyl detox. One of the first questions I get asked is why? Why do it? Don't do it, it's sacrilege. But to be honest, I have had a couple of clear outs before and I've never really regretted it in any way. It's about quality over quantity. I've got about 10,000 at the moment and I reckon I could get it down to about 5,000. And 5,000 is probably a much more healthy and more manageable collection to be able to keep on top of, where hopefully every one of them will be an absolute classic or something that holds a particularly fond memory for me. All killers and no fillers is where I want to be. So let's start at the very beginning. Very good place to start. I use an alphabetical system, all under artist names, although I do have sections where I would have all my DMCs together, or other labels like Gorilla or Stress or Strictly Rhythm, or particular clubs where there's a group of records that I really associate with a club in a particular era, like Hacienda or Shelley's or something, so they'd all be grouped together as well. But generally starting with A, always starts with ABBA because they're always A-double-B-A. And then there's all sorts of stuff in here, from Adamski to Age of Love, things like Tori Amos, A Guy Called Gerald, Ashley Beadle's mix of Humanity there from our Renaissance thing, Asher from Shelley's classic, things like Alcatraz. So we've got things like Aphex Twin, Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. That was number one when I was born. Do you know what was number one when you were born? That was worth finding out. And then into some B's. This is by no means finished as well. I've got tons and tons to still go through. Just found a box of B's. Noticed there was a lot of Bowie missing, so just found a lot of those. But things like Hamilton by Hammond, Let's Start the Dance. Things like Africa Mabata, going back to my breakdancing days. I've got a lot of electro stuff, but particularly Bambata and Planet Rock and Looking for a Perfect Beat and things like that were big records for me. Eric B and Rakim. I mean, there's all sorts in here, from the Beastie Boys to the Beach Boys, David Bowie and some Brothers in Rhythm, of course. Plenty of Brothers in Rhythm. Might have a lot of Brothers in Rhythm records. In fact, there's one together, Brothers in Rhythm and David Bowie. Our remixes there. And you've got Basement Jacks, all sorts of stuff. Blondie, that was the first ever album I bought with my own money, Parallel Lines. I had to think for Debbie Harry at the time, which I'm sure every teenage boy around that time did. Obviously Brothers in Rhythm, and Brothers Love Dubs in this case. Unopened, still sealed, copy of Mighty Ming, got a few of those. Obviously lots and lots of Brothers in Rhythm in here. Takes up a large chunk of my life from sort of late 80s through to late 90s. Made a lot of music together with Steve Anderson. We did lots of stuff for New Order and Placebo, Alanis Morissette, David Bowie, Chic, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, lots and lots of stuff, which will all be in there. In fact, I think there's saw something as well before, there's a Bjork remix that we did especially for the Renaissance, there it is, for the Renaissance 4 compilation of Hyper Ballad. I think that's the only copy in the world of that acetate. So yeah, so lots of rarities, and still a lot more to go on those shelves as well. So it's taken me the best part of a year to get this far, and I'm only really about halfway through, because realistically I can only commit to about one day a week doing this, and sometimes weeks go by where I don't even do any at all. So I'll keep coming back with updates. I'll try to give you a link of where I'm going to be selling off some of this surplus as I start to detox, and also in some of the future videos we'll have a chat about record collecting in general, the beauty of vinyl. If you've got any ideas of other things you want to have a chat about, any particular rarities or things you might be looking for, or any other ideas of things you might want us to cover, just leave them in the comments section below. So there you go, that's it. Back with Season D soon.